Yes, ma'am.
Okay, shall we start the program?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, let's start the program.
Dear esteemed guests and participants, it is my distinguished honor to welcome you all to this event. I would like to begin my extended warmest greeting to our chief guest, Miss Tejashwini A., who is the member of a computer science department from 2020 to 2024 batch, and I'm also privileged to acknowledge our esteemed dean and head of the Department of Science and Humanities, Dr. M. A. Neelakandan, sir. Welcome you, sir. We are grateful to presence today. A heartfelt welcome is due to our dedicated faculty members whose unwavering support and commitments to excellence shape the future of our students. Additionally, I would like to express my appreciations for our coordinators and volunteers. Your passions and dedications are vital to this gathering. I welcome you all to this event.
It is a small introduction about our chief guest. It is my honor to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Tejaswini A, distinguished member of 2020 to 2024 batch of the Computer Science and Engineering Department. Currently, she is making valuable contribution at Camcast, India's Engineering Center. Today, she will share her insights on the important topic of personal branding through communication. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to her. I'm welcoming you, ma'am.
Hi all. Thank you, Guru Akash and Shiny Joy for giving me this warm welcome. I thank Neelakandan sir and Jabba ma'am for giving me this opportunity, and also the Science and Humanities Department of NEC. Let me share my screen. Okay, I hope my screen is up. Is it visible for everyone?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, let me start. Let's jump into the presentation. I personally always found presentations to be long and not clear, especially when it is more than 5-6 slides. So when I started to do presentations, I wanted them to be enjoyable. I went onto the internet, read books, asked staffs and everyone, so that if I can improve how I do my presentations, I wanted to find a way to do that. So I learned about this formula while going through all these hardships. And in this formula, we have to be able to answer the what, the why, and the how from a lecture, dare I say, to understand. We really have taken some understandings from the session. So I have 3 important things which cannot be ignored when talking about personal branding through communication. And hopefully at the end of the session, you all can answer the what, why, and how for those 3 things. Whenever the conversation flows in the direction of how important communication is, the first thing that pops to my mind is how we are the ones in control of others' perceive us. Steve Jobs is a perfect example of how his unique communication style has become captivating and made the world halt and take a look at what he has to say. Steve Jobs wanted to show that his brand and his products are simple, perfect, and were in control, meaning that they are user friendly. And the way he delivered his first speech when he introduced Apple to us was exactly just that. From how he dressed up in his black shirt and blue jeans, and his New Balance sneakers, and how the stage was set up, everything was synonymous to what Apple stands for, which is simple, in control, and perfect. And that, my friends, is the power of first impressions. Why is it important? You may ask, and you should ask. Basically, humans are judgmental. Our brains are wired to form rapid judgments about others within seconds of meeting them, with their way they look, from how they dress, with their hairstyles, the words they use, their accents, etc. etc. This actually has a name. This phenomenon is called as thin slicing. When we quickly assess a person's trustworthiness, their competence and ability from just the first meeting or from the first look we get at them, this is called thin slicing. So there is a science behind first impression. Halo effect. Okay, since we got into the first impression, let's get into how these two, halo effect and self-fulfilling prophecy, these two things can help you to give out a better first impression, and to understand how other people will look at you when they first meet you. So, halo effect is when a positive first impression can lead to a favorable overall perception, even if the follow up interactions are mixed. Let's say that you meet a person for the first time and they just give out this kind, lovable, and nice vibe. After meeting them several times, and they show their true colors to you, even then, if you look back and think about that person, the first thing that will strike you about them is that they are a nice person, and hence why the name halo effect. Halo is the ring on top of the angel's head. No matter what wrong deed they do, you will look at them in a good light. So that is the halo effect. This will affect how others will look at you. So if you give out a very good first impression, no matter what you do, no matter however you mess up, they will still have a bit of a halo effect on you. And the exact opposite of this is the self-fulfilling prophecy. Self-fulfilling prophecy sounds like it's straight out of some Harry Potter book or something, but self-fulfilling prophecies is when our expectation and how we look at that person can influence our behavior, and in turn their behavior. I know it's a bit confusing. Let me put it simply for you. This is exactly like a dominoes effect. What happens is that we meet a person, we think that they're boring. They can be the most interesting person in the planet, and we still think that they are boring. What will we do? It will obviously show in how we behave and in our attitude towards them. We either not pay them enough attention, we will be scrolling through our phone, or we'll be fiddling with our clothes. This will give them an impression, give the other person the impression, the most interesting person on the earth, the impression that you are not interesting. And in turn, they won't be interested in that conversation with you. So, exactly like what the self fulfilling prophecy says, you missed out on making a great friend. Now, that person is going to go and say that you are not an interesting person to other people. But we can use the halo effect to reverse this. Be nice and pay attention to what the other person is saying. Even if in the upcoming days you guys clash with each other, they're still gonna call you a nice and good person, even if you're not their friend. So self-fulfilling prophecy can also be taken in this manner when it is combined with the halo effect, in a way that you think the other person is so much interesting and they are so lovable, and you pay all the attention to them, and they will mimic that behavior back to you. It's all psychology. So first impressions do matter, and when you give a first impression, make sure when you meet a person for the first time, make sure that you give them a very good first impression. Let's take a step back now. Remember when I started the presentation, I told you all that I'll be talking about 3 things and their what, why, and how. Now, hopefully, the what, why, and how For the first thing that I wanted to speak about, which is the power of first impressions, is clear to you all. Let's jump into the second thing, which is crafting your narrative. Crafting your narrative. Let's take everyone's favorite actor, Dhanush, as an example. Dhanush's growth from Tulluvado Ilamai to him acting in Grey Man with big Hollywood stars is a prime example of how you build your brand. Of course, there are many other talented actors in the field, but it is purely because of how Dhanush has portrayed his personal brand that he has successfully transitioned from a talented actor to a versatile performer, director, and producer. Let's see how he has done that. Dhanush has always been known for his authenticity. So he portrays characters that are relatable and genuine, like Raghuvaran from VIP. Everyone can relate with him, right? He usually plays characters which are relatable. He has also experimented with diverse roles, from a romantic hero to an intense villain. His musical talent, particularly his songwriting and his singing abilities, has further enhanced his brand image. That he is a multi-talented person, someone who's a multiplayer. This versatility has showcased his range as an actor and kept his audience engaged. Dhanush is known for his dedication and hard work. He has been consistent with how he delivers high quality performances, which has earned him respect from not only us as an audience but also from critics. We can also take this example with Sivakarthikeyan, since we are going in the film industry. Sivakarthikeyan started out as an anchor, but right now he's one of everyone's favorite stars. Namma Veetu Pillai, he has gained that name. Namma Veetu Pillai, even that gives you a sense of relatability, right? I think Sivakarthikeyan, like how Dhanush used his versatility and his consistency to build his brand, Sivakarthikeyan has used his humor as his brand image. Even now, if you think back, Sivakarthikeyan has done a lot of serious roles, but still, if you think about Sivakarthikeyan, he's that funny, humorous guy who's also a hero, will-like hero. Okay, enough fangirling about Dhanush and Sivakarthikeyan. What exactly is crafting your narrative? Crafting your narrative refers to the process of constructing and communicating a compelling story about yourself, about your experiences, about your goals, about what you have already achieved. It's about shaping your personal brand and presenting yourself in a way that resonates with others. Defining your brand identity. When I say defining your brand identity, I mean you have to portray what qualities you want others to see in you. You have to not only communicate these qualities but also have to have hard proof that you are such a person. Else it would be a bluff. Like, let's say that Dhanush is saying that he has good singing abilities, but in reality he doesn't. It would completely break his identity, right? So you have to use your words and you have to own up to your words. The art of storytelling. Everyone has this talent, but they are just not using it to benefit their image and how they show themselves to others. The art of storytelling. Storytelling is a fundamental human activity, right? A way of sharing your experiences with others, imparting wisdom, connecting with others. It's a powerful tool that can be used to persuade, inspire, and entertain. And the power of public speaking. Public speaking is a skill that can transform lives. It is the art of communicating ideas effectively to inspire others and to connecting with an audience. So There is a deeper connection between the art of storytelling and the power of public speaking, right? Storytelling and public speaking go hand in hand, I think. How can I put it? Think of it like this. Stories are like sugar. They make your speech sweet and easy to swallow. They grab your audience's attention, keep them hooked, and make your messages stick. It's like adding a sprinkle of magic to your presentation by sharing personal experiences or humor, like Shivakarthikeyan, or interesting facts. Some people like facts. You can turn a boring speech into an exciting adventure. So I guess next time you're preparing a presentation, don't just talk, tell a story. And once again, the what, why, and how has been taken care of for the second thing, which is crafting your narrative. Let's move on to the third and final, and according to me, the most important part, the art of non-verbal communication. Uh, there are a few people that comes to my mind when searching for an example for this non-verbal communication, like Rajnikant. But let's take Vadivelu as an example. His unique style of comedy often relies heavily on exaggerated facial expressions, gestures, and physical comedy. Each character he portrays is defined by distinct body language, making his performance memorable and hilarious. For example, his portrayal of the character Inspector Yegamram is instantly recognized due to his distinctive walk and the way he talks and his gestures. Vadivelu's ability to use his body to convey emotions and humor has made him one of the most popular comedians in Tamil cinema. Our body language, okay, so our body language it plays an important role. They say that body languages speak louder than our words, actions speak louder than our words. Body language can convey emotions, attitudes, and intention without saying a word. Our portion can communicate that, show that we are confident, or we are in being submissive, or we are being indifferent, that we are not paying attention. Everything can be noted down by a minute body language, right? Uh, Usually when in a classroom setting, let's say that you are going there and you are going to give a presentation like how I'm doing for now, in physical mode in a classroom, and some of them they are sitting straight, they are in up straight posture, and they are maintaining full attention to you, and they're facing you. You know that that person is giving you all their attention. Let's say another person is sitting and they're turning around, looking elsewhere, looking out the window. You know that person is not paying attention to you. Even though they are not saying anything, they are showing it through their body language, which means that we are doing it. Even though we try not to, we are doing it. We are showing what is going on inside our head through our body language. Gestures can emphasize our words or convey meaning on their own. However, it's important to use gestures thoughtfully, as excessive gestures can be distracting, right? Let's say that, okay, okay, so let's say that excessive gestures can be distracting, like I said, or facial expressions are a big, very powerful tool for communicating emotions. Let's say that we are sad, angry. No matter how much we try to hide it, it will still show up in our face. A smile can convey friendliness, while a frown can express disapproval. So, I think body language. Everyone needs to know how to maintain a proper body language uh, to provide a valid communication. The power of eye contact. Eye contact. Maintaining eye contact can show interest, respect, and sincerity. However, too much eye contact can be intimidating. So it's very important to find the balance. Eye contact is like it is a non-verbal cue, a very powerful non-verbal cue that can significantly impact our interactions with other. Like I said, you make a friend, you are making a new friend. You are not paying attention to them. You are not looking at their face. You are looking elsewhere. I don't think they I don't, even if you are in their place, you wouldn't find the other person to be as engaging. But if you look into their eyes too much, I think you'll be a bit intimidating for them. Maintaining eye contact can help build trust and rapport with others. Then it can show that you are engaged and attentive. Uh, I think a strong eye contact can also show confidence and credibility. Too much or too little can be perceived negatively, so you have to find a balance for eye contact. The role of personal space. This is my favorite part. The role of personal space is something that I have learned from our very own Jabba ma'am, and I'm going to borrow that segment from her today. Personal space is the invisible bubble that surrounds us. It varies depending on cultural norms and the relationship between the individuals. Understanding personal space can help you avoid awkward situation and create a more inviting environment, and also to build a stronger relationship. So there are totally four types of personal space. The first one is public distance. So this is a distance that we maintain with a stranger in public settings. Let's say you're on a bus and a conductor is coming, you don't know that person. You will maintain a particular space, right? So that is public distance. Social distance. Social distance is when is the distance that we maintain with our colleagues or our casual acquaintances. Uh, and the third one is personal distance. Personal distance is the distance that we maintain with our friends and acquaintances, maybe your classmates, like that. And intimate distance. Intimate distance is reserved for close relations, like familiar relations or your partners. So there are totally four types, which is public distance, social distance, personal distance, intimate distance. The key to identifying which distance to use there and to respect yours and the next person's personal space, you can create a more comfortable and positive environment for interaction. Uh, it is better, it is also one type of non-verbal communication which I learned uh, is very useful once you step into a college settings or even in your workplace. The impact of vocalics. Okay, so vocalics are paralanguage. It refers to the non-verbal aspects of speech, such as tone, pitch, volume, and rate of speech. These elements can significantly impact the meaning of a message. So, tone. The tone of your voice can convey emotions like anger, sadness, or happiness. Let's say, without using any inflections, if a person is saying the same sentence, I didn't say that he lied. So I'm going to use three different tone for this. I didn't say that he lied. I didn't say that he lied. I didn't say that he lied. So there is a big difference between these three now, right? each of them have a different meaning just because of the tone. I think while texting or while putting an email, you miss this tone, and while messaging your friends you can use an emoji. Let's say that this same sentence is used without a tone. How will it be perceived? There's a difference, right? So the tone of your voice is very much important. It shouldn't be a monotone one, and you need to know where to use and where to use the inflections to deliver the right message. Tone and then pitch. Varying your pitch can add emphasis and interest to your speech. So let's say you're going to a kindergarten school. You will notice that the teachers there, they use a higher pitch. They'll be like good morning, like they'll be using a different pitch because kids are interested in that. Let's say you come to a professional setting, you wouldn't be using that pitch there, that high pitch there. I think you have to vary your pitch based on which location, which atmosphere you're in. Volume. This same thing applies for volume too. Adjusting your volume can help you command attention or create more of a softer atmosphere. Let's say you're in a class full of 40-50 people and you're speaking in a very soft tone. I don't think that will be said there. You have to use your volume to command your position there. But you're in a meeting room with 2-3 people, you will be having to use a softer tone there. If you swap these two, I don't think it will work properly for that atmosphere. And finally, rate of speech. Speaking too quickly or too slowly can hinder the effectiveness of what message you're trying to say. Let's say a person is speaking in a very fast manner. We wouldn't be able to understand what they are saying, and even if we did, we would only get a glimpse of what they are saying, and it would feel like they are in a hurry to move somewhere else rather than giving us what message they are trying to give us, which will lower the effectiveness of the message. And speaking too slowly can, make you sleepy. Obviously, by understanding and effectively using these vocal cues, you can enhance your communication skills and leave a lasting impression. So, to recap, we have explored 3 crucial aspects of personal branding through communication. The first one is the power of first impression. We discussed how initial perceptions can significantly impact future interaction. So the what is, do first impressions matter? Yes, first impression does matter. And why? Our brains are wired to form quick judgments, thin slicing, like I said, and how to give a powerful first impression. Pay attention to nonverbal cues, active listening, positive body language. And the second point is crafting your narrative. We delved into the importance of storytelling and personal branding in this section. What is crafting your narrative? Your personal narrative shapes your identity. So I have answered that. What? Why? A strong narrative helps you connect with others and build a strong personal brand. And how to develop, how to craft your narrative is to develop a unique value which is only for you, and to use storytelling techniques and maintain a consistent image of yourself. And third and final one, which is the most important one, the art of non-verbal communication. We explore the silent language of body language, eye contact, personal space, and vocalics. So the what in that place is non-verbal cues can significantly impact communication, right? Why it is necessary? Effective non-verbal communication can enhance your message and build stronger relationships. And how we can master the art of non-verbal communication is pay attention to your body language, maintain eye contact, respect personal space, and use vocal variety. So you have to remember that personal branding is an ongoing process. You have to be consistent with it. And by mastering these three key elements, I think you can enhance your communication skills, build strong relationship, and achieve your goals. And by wrapping up, I want to say that effective communication is a very important thing for personal branding, enabling us to project our own identity and leave a lasting impression. Thank you all. That is from my side. Is now I'm open for taking questions. Okay, so apparently everyone's watching through YouTube live, and the questions will be commented. I'm not on the YouTube live, so if someone can give me the questions, I'll be answering them now. Hi.
So, hi, Akka. I'm Sneha.
Hi, Sneha.
So, Akka, you have given real-time examples of how people used to personally brand their skills or whatever they possess. And I would like to hear from you about your personal experience or something that helped you to portray yourself as better than the others in some cases, like any one of examples where communication had helped you to be apart from what others are.
Okay. Okay, Sneha. So from when I first joined, when I was in first year, I was a bit sluggish, like with my communication. I wasn't. I was not confident to go in front and to share what my thoughts are because I didn't know how to eloquently talk about what's on my mind. And throughout the soft skills training that I've received, and like I said, when I started to give presentations for classes, I wanted it to be the best. So what my expectation was for me to give the most entertaining presentation out of every single one in my classroom, and I wanted to achieve that goal. I think maybe that's one of the reasons why I am here giving this presentations today. Maybe this itself is an example of what communication and what I did for myself has brought me here.
Oh, thank you, Akka.
Welcome, Sneha. Is there any other queries?
அடியா லிங்கே அவனா கொடுத்தானா அப்பா அவதான் லிங்க் எடுத்துருப்பா அப்பா அவதான் லிங்க் எடுத்துருப்பா கால் பண்ணி வெறுப்பேத்து
Hi Akka,
Hi, Shani.
this is Shiny. The question I have is I always tend to have the authentic behavior. So I would like to ask, like, how do you maintain the authenticity while also trying to appeal to a wide audience?
Okay, so I guess, correct me if I'm wrong, but your question is that you want to showcase your characteristics and your authenticity to a wider audience, right?
Yes, Akka.
Okay, so in that case, I guess you will have to use while addressing the audience, you will have to use your body language, which is the first thing. And the second thing is to use your own way of storytelling or your own way of humor to mark your presence there. And while like I said, first impression is very important. So when you start addressing the audience, that's where you can hit them with your own uniqueness, which differs from individual to individual. To thank the previous person who has spoken, or you're going to tell them how this entire thing is going to go. It is in your hands, but the very starting of the speech or of the presentation is where you can show your uniqueness and authenticity, and it will leave a lasting impression on the audience. I think that answers your question.
Yes, Akka. Thank you.
Any other queries?
So, Miss Tejaswini Arun.
Hello, sir.
Okay, actually, I would like to know about the halo effect. You said about
Halo
halo
effect.
effect.
Yeah, so halo effect is when the first impression, it is a very good one. Let's say, for example, you must have met lots of students in your
Yeah,
profession, right?
yeah,
Let's say a student makes a very good impression on you. They give off like the best student vibes, that they study well, they are very good at extracurricular activities, like that. But then as the semester goes on, you find out that they have been doing some naughty things, bunking
okay,
classes, or doing some naughty things. But
okay.
still, even then, they will still be your favorite student because of the halo effect. You will still look at them in a good light because of the halo effect. So the first impression, if it is a very good one, it is very hard to differ from that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So
So
that
halo
is,
effect. So halo effect is nothing but first impression.
yeah, first impression.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Arjun.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So, if there is no questions, we can conclude, I guess. Shall we conclude, Akka?
Yeah, sure. Thank you all for this opportunity.
So, yeah, on behalf of everyone, I would like to thank our esteemed Dean and Head of the Department, Ms. Dr. M.E. Neelakandan sir, for his invaluable support in making it today. And today, I'm so happy to deliver my special thanks to Ms. Tejashwini, one of our renowned alumni she is. So, thank you for taking this time to join us and share your insights, which were really, really practical, leaving us with much more to ponder and apply in our journeys too. So, it was very nice. And now, as I was extending my gratitude, I would also like to acknowledge our dedicated faculty members, coordinators, and I appreciate the volunteers for their effort and dedication in organizing this event so successfully. And I wish to extend my heartfelt gratitude to everybody who made this time so productive. Thank you, everyone, and wishing you all a great day. Thank you, guys.